I mean, in some respects, we've heard all the apologies and I want forgiveness and I'm only human stuff all through the TV show. But actually, some of these facts and figures about COVID are actually really alarming, aren't they?
Right, and today we've got that breaking story on another result of lockdown as well. So people aren't forgiving and forgetting. This is something that's recurring, continuing. Cancer patients are still rising, things are going on.
Yes, but without lockdown, best part of 1 million people would have died.
Well, a lot of the models that were used to sort of spread this chaos didn't come to fruition. And I think when you're looking at the level of panic that was going on, that Hancock's talking about, you know, with certain advisors saying we should release the prisoners from jail and all this kind of thing, you're looking at a level of hysteria that just never became a reality.
Never became a reality. I mean, I remember, because we were obviously monitoring it very, very closely, and Chris Whitty and saying, you know, if everything went, if the lockdowns are severe and if vaccines are generated and all the rest of it, maybe, very best case scenario, you'd be looking at 20 or 30,000 deaths, and we were all like, blooming egg. So we went over 200,000 deaths with all the measures we put into place. That's not hysteria.
Well, of course,
250,000 people died.
Yeah, you do take into factor in the amount that died with comorbidities or underlying conditions as well. So the number that died from COVID, which is what he was talking about, was obviously a lot lower, but there was a lot of excess death, of course. The problem is now that we're getting even higher rates of excess death in some countries than we had during the lockdowns, and that's as a result of the lockdowns. So I think what people are talking about is the fact that the policy itself failed, and even if, you know, Hancock's excuse is, well, these were the figures I was confronted with, it would do well to at least have some remorse rather than sort of fighting your own battle.
Yeah, it's not his fault that people died, is it?
No, it's not his fault, but I don't think you should be publicising your own celebrity off the back of that, which is what he's doing now. This is a Meghan Markle comparison. It's someone who's not very popular in the public image, using that notoriety to actually, you know, try and further their own career. And I don't think that that's a very good thing to do when you're talking about people dying. You're not talking about, you know, making a quiet mistake in government. You're talking about something that affected the lives of millions of people adversely.